All right, guys, if you don't like chocolate, go ahead and click away. But if you want the ultimate chewy chocolate cookies, I've got the perfect recipe for you that's rich, fudgy, and insanely delicious.
Hi.
Hello and welcome.
Today's video, we're going to be making some chewy chocolate cookies that you and your loved ones are going to absolutely adore.
So for the ladies out there, for the time of the month, this is what you need.
And men, for your ladies' time of the month, this is what you'll need.
Some chewy chocolate cookies. They're flourless chewy cookies, and a lot of recipes can leave you with a dry, crumbly cookie, and this is going to be chewy, so it won't be disappointing. So today we're going to tackle how to achieve the perfect chewy texture.
We've tried other recipes in the past, even the store-bought ones, and they always leave us disappointed, usually with rocks for treats. Not something we really enjoy, but these here, when we make them, give us that perfect chewy experience. So don't worry, we got you covered. These would definitely be the most chewy cookies that you've ever had.
These are best when they're freshly baked out of the oven, and they're perfect for the quick, sweet treat when you're craving something chocolatey.
And they're only coming in at about 166 calories per cookie, so really not horrible if you only eat one, and believe us, you're only going to need about one because this is a chocolate lover's delight.
It's the chocolate fix that everyone's always looking for when you need some chocolate. So the full recipe is going to be in the comments. I'm only halving the recipe because I don't want to make like 18 cookies or however many cookies it makes. It's just the two of us. So
no, not that we don't want to make them, we don't want to eat them all in one day.
Right, we don't want to eat them all because one is enough, but we'll keep going back for more. So we just need just a few today. So we have half the ingredients here, and we'll go through these, but they're super easy to make and simple ingredients that you probably already have in your pantries.
Yep.
In my pantry.
Her pantry.
Oh, oven is already preheated to 350, so let's go ahead and go through the ingredients. My lovely assistant.
Thank you, my dear. All right, so key ingredients: eggs, powdered sugar, cocoa powder, and some chocolate chips.
And we have all of those here with a couple of other things. We have our pan that's sprayed with oil on parchment paper, so easy cleanup.
1.5 cups of our convection or powdered sugar. I don't like that, confectioners, whatever it is. It's powdered sugar. We got 1/4 a cup cocoa powder. 1/8 teaspoon, kosher salt. 1 large egg, and then the yolk of a second egg. 1.5 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. Make sure it's pure, whatever that means.
You could use whatever imitation, it doesn't matter.
1/2 cup of your nuts of choice. We have almonds for us. We like to put almonds in these cookies, but you know, whatever kind of nuts you want. And then 1/4 a cup bittersweet or dark chocolate chips. I have no idea what bittersweet is.
Well, you have all of this sweet already, so you don't want to keep adding more sweet to it, so it kind of offsets it.
I'm not buying anything that's intentionally bitter.
Okay, well, chocolate chips of your choice. White chocolate chips, milk chocolate chips, dark chocolate chips, whatever chocolate chips you want.
We're going to try this with white chocolate.
One day.
All right.
All right, so we're going to get into it.
Get into it.
So we already have our oven preheated to 350 degrees. We have our actual oven on instead of our small oven because the baking sheet won't fit in that little one. It's lined with parchment paper and lightly coated with cooking spray. The easiest thing for me is I've learned to put water on the baking pan and then the parchment paper on top, and it helps stick to the pan. And like I said earlier, easy cleanup. So it helps lay the paper down and keep it flat, so you're not like crumpling with it. So now we're gonna get into it. This one's a little weird, but so we're gonna mix the dry ingredients first in a small, like I have 2 mixing bowls. We're going to mix the dry ingredients in the smaller bowl, and then we only have 2 wet ingredients that are going to be mixed in the larger bowl, but you have to dump the dry into the wet, so it's a little backwards, but it's fine. So we'll get into it. So you're going to whisk the sugar, cocoa powder, and salt. So give that a good mixture and make sure it's well combined.
You know what time it is. Best whisk in the world.
Can you smell it?
When do I play with the nuts?
In a little bit. Calm down, man.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna put that on the side. So in a slightly larger bowl, you're gonna whisk the eggs and the vanilla, and that extra yolk is supposed to make it richer and creamier. It's like giving your cookies a VIP pass to Flavor Town. Vanilla. So whisk that together. And another thing too is, I know some recipes calls for like room temperature products, right? Like butter, eggs. And I think that with these cookies, room temperature eggs are the best because it's not going to shock. I don't know. I'm not a baker, but that's just kind of something I've learned. But it just makes sure, is that even a word?
Sures.
It makes sure that everything comes together smoothly and evenly to achieve that perfect chew.
We do English around here.
We try.
All right, eggs are beaten.
So now we're gonna add the sugar mixture into the wet mixture. You gotta take that whisk out. Well, whisk it a little bit until you start to get some combination. There's only a little bit of liquid, so we're gonna have to get a little dirty here. You can take that whisk out, yeah. Okay, you can get dirty or you can use a spoon, up to you. What do you wanna do?
You know what time it is.
So add the nuts and the chocolate, and then pretty much when it comes to mixing, you just want to make sure that you're not overdoing it. But everything has to be very combined. Over mixing can lead to tough, dense cookies, more like biscuits than treats. So just mix it until they're combined like a dough. Form a dough and then stop.
Don't be looking at my nuts. Don't be looking at my nuts.
Either way, another arm workout like some of our other videos. You just got to stir and mix and mix.
I have a cookie on my finger. Oh, David. There we go.
So everything's pretty much combined.
Feels like it to me.
Remember that one time when your hands look like that? I'm kidding.
I didn't know he was going there today. I was just gonna say that my fingers came out of that sticky.
All right, so the batter is made. Just a little bit. This will go a long way, believe me. So now we're just gonna spoon the batter, about 1 to 1.5 tablespoons per cookie, onto the prepared baking sheet. So I'll be your assistant. Space them about 2 inches apart.
Get off.
It don't have to be pretty to taste good.
That's our saying around here.
Let me put this down.
Nope. Put in some work.
Oh!
That made it worse.
He likes playing with balls.
Oh, God.
Gotcha.
Oh, I walked the, I got, yeah, that one is, I deserve that one. I deserve that one.
So now we're gonna pop these into the oven for about 12 to 14 minutes. If you have 2 pans, you wanna rotate them halfway, but we only have 1, so we'll just leave them in there for 14 minutes. About.
Pro tip of the day. Slightly underbake them so you get that perfect soft and chewy texture.
Chewy.
Chewy.
I like chewy cookies over hard cookies.
You'll understand once we break this thing open and you see the inside. So these cookies are so good they should probably be illegal. But lucky for you, the only rule we got around here is don't overbake that stuff. Fresh out of the oven. We're gonna let them sit for about 5 minutes on the pan and then just let them cool. Let them cool on a wire rack or however you want to let them cool. The best thing about making these cookies, besides the taste, is the aroma that fills the kitchen. Oh man, it starts making your mouth water.
It's like a warm hug for your senses. And then you take that first bite and you'll know it was all worth it. Here's our chewy chocolate cookies. We're gonna get ready to do our taste test. Take that first bite, and they're kind of crispy on the edges, but they're gonna be soft and chewy on the inside. I like the texture. It's a little sticky. It's cooked, but chewy, chewy is what you want.
Yep, look at that. So gooey in the middle, a little crispy on the outside. Not crispy, a little firm on the outside.
If they're flaky, the tops are a little flaky. It's the perfect combination of textures. And you know what? I just thought about this. These cookies are like, it's like a brownie cookie almost. Chewy chocolate chip chewy chocolate cookies. They're incredibly easy to make. You don't need anything special or any special skills. Just takes a few steps to put these together.
These things are dangerously good. Give this recipe a try. Let us know in the comments what you think. Like, subscribe, and share. You know, do all that good stuff. And until next time, thanks for tuning in.
Bye.